Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and the project that I'm working on now is making the wood underliner that you're gonna see when you go to the Mexican restaurant and you order fajitas, and that cast iron griddle comes out so hot that it's impossible to touch that. But there's always a piece of wood the griddle sits on. So what we're making actually is 50 of those underliners. Yeah, we had a driver error. We came up and was too high on the line. Okay, we come up and I could hear it hit the Y, so we've lost. We got too high on the Y on that. I do not know why. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to troubleshoot that and see what happens. So I've re-zeroed, I pulled the tool off of the drive fault. I've re-zeroed the 3 bits. I've C3'd, I've C2'd to the material surface. Now I'm doing a air cut, 3D air cut. After we drop off bit 5. This is where we threw a drive fault earlier. I'm picking up bit 1. Last time I heard it clunk after it picked up bit 1. Where it clunked last time. Okay. It must have been, nope, through a drive fault. Damn it. All right, I've got to phone a friend, so let's see what happens. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Hey, it's Rich. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's Aaron with Shopbot.
So, I'm in a situation where I don't know what is going on.
Okay.
So the CN74 worked out perfectly. Long story short, went through the manual and learned a lot by the process of doing it, and everything changes correctly.
Awesome.
Back to my project. I'm running 3 tool paths with Tool 5, which was our trouble tool, Tool 1, and Tool 9. I air cut with Tool 5, and it works fine. It goes down to pick up bit 1, and when it picks up bit 1, it driver faults on the Z-axis when it lifts up.
Okay. If you're able to do tool changes outside of the file normally,
yes,
then we'll want to take a look at the start home and the rapid Z motions that you have set within the file itself.
Got it.
What do you use to make this file? Is it like vcarve or Aspire?
vcarve.
Okay. So do you have it on that computer, or are you able to pull it up and take a quick look?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's open up that file, and we can take a look at the, if you open up the Toolpath tab on the right, up at the top, there's a Set button.
Yes.
And if you go down after clicking that, down at the bottom, there's the Start Home, but there's also a Rapid Z gap and like clearance and plunge settings there.
Let me catch up. Bear with me one moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Material Setup.
On the left or on the right?
On the right.
Okay. So then if you go all the way down to the bottom,
right,
you should see like a Rapid Z gap setting in there.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for. What is that set to right now?
0.2 in both locations.
Okay. So that shouldn't be going up terribly high. Now what do we have for the start/home position?
X, Y, 0, X0, Y0, Z, 0.8.
Okay, I wouldn't expect any of those to be moving it up crazy high.
Okay. So I want to just throw this out there because I want to eliminate the rotting fish in the room. My bit 1 and 5 I've used compatibly before. Bit 9 is obscenely long.
Mm-hmm.
I've got, from under the collet, I've got about 3 3/8 length of bit.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas bit 5 under the collet is about 2 inch, 2 1/4. And bit 1 is quite short. It might be an inch and a half hanging out of the collet. And I'm concerned that bit 9 is...
But you said the issue was happening on tool number 1, right?
Yeah, the short bit.
So I would assume that having the bit number 9 length wouldn't really make that much difference for doing a tool change in a file to tool number 1.
Right.
I mean, I could be wrong. That's always a possibility. But are you able to run a file without the bit 9 included? So like if you were just to try one that has tool number 1 and tool number 5, does the same thing happen?
I could resave the... So in this tool, in these, there are 3 tool paths. They're saved to one file. It does the work of bit 5 first, then bit 1, and it doesn't even get to bit 9 before I have a fault on bit 1.
Yeah, mostly what I'm thinking is if it's got bit 9 included in the commands and it knows that it's super long, so it's accommodating for that in the other tools.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we were to save out the same tool path but not include the section that uses tool number 9.
Right.
Just tool 1 and tool 5, does it do the same thing, or does it go to like the normal heights and not top out? Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the machine, rehome it all, and then I'm going to run those 2 tool paths only that use 5 and then 1, and see if that fixes it. I do have available to me the same bit I need in position 9, only a non-obscene length. I don't know what caused me to order the extended length bit of that, because I'm only going in 3/8 of an inch. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'll do all of that, and I'm going to report back to you.
Yeah, I'm just, you know what I mean, though? It's
Yep.
like, it's one of those things where I'm curious if including that in the actual, like, posting out process. So when you save out your file, just don't include that toolpath. Do the ones for tool 5 and tool 1 as a separate file, just by themselves. And let's see if it does the same thing.
Absolutely. And then what I can do is actually for that tool 9, just tell it use tool 5 as well. Just avoid it that way. But yes,
Oh,
I'm
sure.
going to do all of that, and I'll report back to you. But just in closing, CN74, I'm ready to take tech support calls on customers that need help with it. Aaron, I'm ready, and I learned a couple of things. Number one, do it exactly the way that you're being told to do it. Don't improvise. And number two, it does really help to go through it and realize where it's all going wrong and learn from those mistakes. Because I made a couple of mistakes that when I thought about what I was being asked to do, you need to quite literally interpret those instructions.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the process. I really did. It's handy to have a helper here that can just stand at the computer while you're under the tool, but there you go. Awesome. I'll run the stuff and I'll report back to you.
Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video.
So I spoke to tech support, and what they want me to try next is to see if there's a problem with zeroing. And those instructions were to run a C2, 0 to the material surface or whatever, C2 it. Then put a piece of paper underneath the tool. Make the Z 0. If the paper is snug, great, and it is. And what you're about to see shows that. Make a tool change. Bring that tool back, make Z 0. Is the paper snug? It is. Let's take a look at that evidence. Okay, we're going to do a C2 with bit number 9. Now we're going to put a piece of paper in here, and we're going to go to the 0 on the Z if I understand the instructions correctly. Okay. Says we're at 1010. Says we're at 1010-0. Yeah, that paper, if I pull it, it's going to tear. There's no doubt. If I turn it, it turns freely. But if I pull the paper, it'll tear. What I did was I lifted the Z to 1 before sending down the tool change. Small mark there, but yeah, it would have teared if I had pulled the paper out. That's a long bit. I think that bit is 5-inch length, and I've got as much of it in the tool holder as possible. Now it's going to pick up bit 5. That bit's not nearly as long, but it's not the issue. The tool length, because I can see 2 on the net with the 9-bit. Have that come down. So we brought that bit down, bit 5, down to 1010-2. Now I'm going to make Z 0 and check the paper test. Z coming down. And I told it to go to 0. Again, we're at 1010-0. Paper test. Yeah, I mean, if I pull the paper, This time it's a little bit, probably because the nature of the bit, I'm actually tearing it as I rotate it. The other bit was a ball nose bit, which is a compression bit. So yeah, it's going to tear that, obviously, but I don't think that's representative of what the bigger problem is. I'll report back. I'm going to do some testing. So the reason I'm focusing on it's got to be Shopbot related. I mean, obviously operator related, but I wanted to eliminate the possibility that it was V-carve related. So what I did was, we got a driver fault, and what I did was, I created a brand new single-sided tool path where that little thing, that vector is bit number 9. That vector is bit number 5. Okay. I had tool 1 in the spindle down at 002. I ran that file. It came down, put away tool 1, went down and picked up tool 9, picked it up, pulled out, lifted, came out, did this, gave me the indicator to press start on the pendant to turn the spindle on, which I did, and then it threw that fault. And this is the exact next thing that happened. So I was thinking there was a problem with somehow with V-carve or something that I've done, but I've not. Is it possible that I've done something wrong in the CN74? Everything zeros, everything looks correct, and again, I can run those tool paths independently without any trouble. So what's the next thing I can do to troubleshoot? Well, as they say, the show must go on. I'm not able to figure out why we're having the trouble with tool change. So I'm going to proceed with these tool paths, just run them individually. The first thing I'm going to do is give myself a couple of symmetrical reference holes. And let's switch to the screen view, and I'll show you what I've done so far.
If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video.
Okay, what I've done so far is I've taken my tool paths for the top side. There are a total of 3 tool paths here, 2 vectors, 3 tool paths. And I did an array copy tool path, and all I did was copy them all over the sheet. And at this point, yes, I can certainly see how I can optimize this. I'll worry about that later, because for right now, I just want to make some forward motion. I can't do all of these together because I'm going to get a tool change error on the Z. So I've array copied toolpath all of these so that they're all in alignment. I have them balanced over 2 vectors that I've created, 2 small reference holes here and here. They're literally right on the center line of the piece, and they are balanced between here and here. So there should be no problem with flipping the sheet over. I've never done this. So I do expect loads of unscripted drama. So let's unselect all of that. Let's just grab these 2 vectors and let's do a pocket. My spoil board is 3/4 thick. It's probably 0.72. I've surfaced it slightly. So I need to go through the workpiece, which I know is 0.72. And let's say I'm going to go in another 3/8. So let's go in 1.095. And now I've got to pick up the right bit that I want, which is just my tool number 2. Okay, I've just got an up spiral bit here that's meant for aluminum, so I'm not concerned about using it. It's the tool that I'll use for this simple situation. So those vectors are selected, reference holes. Let's give that a try. Yeah, we know we're going to go into it. We're buying the farm on that. That's all I want to do. A couple of reference holes. Put it up at the top. Let's preview this visible toolpath. Yeah, it happened so quickly, it's done. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're through it. So let's close, let's save the toolpath, and let's run that reference holes save. Let's air cut it and just take a peek at what we're seeing here. All right, let's pick it up on the GoPro.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.